What's up, everyone? I'm Joe. Appreciate you stopping by the channel. Hope you're all doing well. So I got something different for you today. I haven't done one of these videos in a very long time. We're going to be cutting some bath soap the past few days, couple days actually. I just been working on bath soaps. The focus had been on a lot on shave soaps and aftershaves, getting those back in stock. And now we are working on getting bath soaps back in stock. The farmers market and event season is going to be here before we know it, so time to get hammering away on the bath soaps. I've never done a video from this angle. Most of my videos, like the angle view, was from the side. I've never done one just over top, so we're going to see how this goes. This first soap that we're cutting, this is Citrus Splash. Now this one is scented with sweet orange, blood orange, and lemon essential oils. This color swirl that you see here, this comes from red Brazilian clay. And if you use a certain amount of it, as the soap starts to cure out and it goes through the gel phase, this colorant, which is actually a natural clay, gets this orange color to it. And the swirl type that we did on this one is a drop swirl. Basically, you're just alternating the white and the orange, pouring them, and then you swirl them together. So let's take a look and see what we got here. This one's sat in the mold an extra day, so it's a little bit harder to cut. All right, let's take a look. Oh, that came out nice. That came out nice. I like the color on that one. Now this will give me 18 bars of soap. And I usually do maybe 4 of these, depending on which one I'm doing. And that'll be a batch. When we're in full-on farmer's market mode, that gets ramped up a little bit more. These swirls, you can see how they'll change as we go down the bar. Swirl itself will change. So you get down towards this end and it's even a little bit different. All right, that was that one. I'm not gonna show you the cut on every loaf. Just one of each, just so you get the idea of what they look like. It's nice to get back to real soap making, and long journey trying to get back to this point. All right, this next one that we have, this is lemon and lavender. Now this one is scented with lemon and lavender essential oils. That's it. The color swirl that you see here, this comes from purple Brazilian clay. And you'll see some little flecks in here randomly throughout the bar. This is just little flecks of the clay that didn't fully dissolve. Same type of swirl on this one, a drop swirl. So let's see what we got here. I don't want to go too hard because I don't want to pop any of these wires. These bars are a little bit harder than what I normally would cut them. Normally I would have cut them yesterday, but it's a nice little drop swirl too. And this, you can intensify the color of the swirl based on how much of the colorant you want to use, how much of the clay you want to use. But I keep it fairly muted. I have to get this one back in stock on the bath soap, on the shave soap side. It's been a while. I have some more bath soaps I'm going to be doing today. I have to do Following Seas, Mid-Cape Barber. I have to make some more Draconis because I'm down to, I think, the last 3 bars. It's the last one. All right, that was Lemon and Lavender. Bath soap process is much longer than the shave soap process. It'll take me a few hours to make, a couple hours I think really, to make one batch of soap, one particular fragrance of soap. It'll take me a couple hours. Then you have a minimum of a 4-week curing time. And throughout that time, I'll have a test bar. And throughout that time, I'll be checking the soap's pH to make sure everything is curing out okay. So by the time these bars here will be ready in a month. So you have to be thinking in advance, especially when it comes to holidays and things like that. You have to be thinking weeks in advance when you're going to be doing soap. Now this one is eucalyptus and mint. This is one of my favorite bath soaps. And it's scented with eucalyptus and mint essential oils. That's it. This clay, this color that you see here, this green, this comes from French green clay. Sometimes you'll hear this referred to as sea clay. But there's 2 types of sea clay. There's this clay, and there's also a Dead Sea clay, which only comes from one area. And you can imagine what that area is, Dead Sea. And that's brown. But this is French green clay. Just make sure I get this lined up. All right, here we go. Last one for today. And let's take a look. Yep, that's a nice swirl too. I'll show you how the swirls contrast when you go down the bar. So that's right in the middle of the bar. And we'll go down here. And you can see how different the swirl is. And then we'll come up here. And you can see how different the swirl is. That's the fun part about a drop swirl. So another type of swirl that I do for some of the soaps is called an in the pot swirl. And that's where you put everything, you separate the batch, you make the colors, and then you blend them back into the same container, but you do it in a way that it doesn't mix up and give you one, gross color of soap. That coats the soaps actually stay separated. And that gives you a really nice color pattern too. But I like the drop swirl. I think you get really creative with a drop swirl. Now putting them on. I have drying racks in here, and I'm putting the soap on the drying rack. Last one. And they'll sit on the drying rack for, like I said, 4 weeks, and then we'll stock them. We'll store them in the bins after Sadie wraps them. Now, speaking of wrapping them, I'll show you what we do. So this is a bar of Night Out. Okay. And this is how you get it when you buy it. It's wrapped like this. Now, Sadie checks and wraps each bar. This isn't, we don't have boxes. We put the soaps in. Sadie actually has to wrap each bar of soap with an eco bakery tissue. So she'll just sit in here, and here's a batch that she's working on right now. She'll just sit in here and she'll start throw a movie on and start wrapping soaps. Now we use this particular tissue because one, it's light. You can kind of see through it, so you can kind of see the color swirl a little bit, so you know there's a color going on there. But it's also very light. You don't have to, you can just smell the fragrance right through the paper. And it also helps to protect the soaps while we transport them and ship them. Extremely time consuming, but she enjoys it. She'll just sit in here for a few hours and just wrap soap, which she'll probably be doing probably tomorrow. That's what she'll be doing. Start wrapping up some of the soaps that are ready to go. All right, guys, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you next time. Take care.